Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, you already know how the Trump administration, through the FCC, orchestrated Jimmy Kimmel being kicked off the air. But after economic pressure was applied to ABC and Disney, they changed course. And they said they've decided to put Jimmy Kimmel Live back on air as of Tuesday. But then Sinclair and something called Nexstar, apparently these are companies that run or control ABC affiliate stations, they said, nope, we're not putting Kimmel back on air. Well, friends, I know what I'm going to do. But before we turn to that, let's just take on a little bit of the new reporting. This from the BBC. TV stations refused to air insensitive Kimmel's show after ABC lifts suspension. And let's start with this part of the reporting. Disney, which owns the U.S. broadcast network that airs Jimmy Kimmel Live, announced on Monday that the show would return. Disney, said it had suspended the show because some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive, but they went on to say, quote, "We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday," Disney said. However, local TV stations say they will not air Jimmy Kimmel Live, despite Disney-owned ABC bringing back the comedian's late-night show a week after he was suspended for comments about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Nexstar and Sinclair, which together run dozens of stations affiliated to ABC, said they would continue to replace the show with regular programming on Tuesday. The liberal comedian's show was yanked off air last week after his monologue about the shooting of Kirk caused uproar. Critics decried the move as censorship and attacked ABC and its parent company Disney for appearing to bow to pressure from the Trump administration. Friends, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my TV on tonight at 11:30, and I'm going to change the channel to, I know we don't change the channel like that anymore, but I'm going to change the channel to my local ABC affiliate here in the Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia area. I'm going to turn on ABC, and if they're airing Jimmy Kimmel Live, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make a note of every commercial, every advertiser who runs a commercial on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show tonight, and I'm going to support all of those advertisers. But if I see that my local ABC affiliate is not running the Jimmy Kimmel show, I'm also going to take note of every single advertiser that runs a commercial, between 11:30 and however long Jimmy Kimmel's show is, an hour and a half. I should know that, but I don't. And I'm going to make a note of all of those advertisers, and I'm going to boycott every one. Because we have economic power. That's what got ABC and Disney to relent and change course in the first place. So how about we ratchet up the economic pressure and power that we have? If that approach makes sense to you, I don't know how this stuff works. I was a rule of law guy all my life, spending my days in, grand juries and courtrooms. I don't know how big TV conglomerates or Hollywood works. I don't know about any of it. But I know how to decide, whether to spend my hard-earned dollars on somebody who's running commercials on Jimmy Kimmel's show or somebody who is running commercials on some other show that, in a very real sense, will be supporting Donald Trump's unconstitutional conduct, his pressure campaign to try to shut down what is First Amendment protected free speech. That I know how to do, and I will spend or decline to spend my money accordingly. I'd love to hear from you whether you think that approach has any merit to it. And if you think it does, turn your TV on at 11:30 tonight and change the channel and, see what program is airing and see what commercials run on that program and make your decisions accordingly. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.